afternoon, everyone.
I couldn't decide, and I ended up going to Blueberry, which is very intriguing.
My name is David Curtis. I'm from the General Store, and today we're going to announce our Homebrew winner for the 7th annual Homebrew Competition. Thanks for coming. For those who aren't familiar with the competition, I usually like to give a quick rundown. The way this thing works is back in September, a whole bunch of homebrewers, about 205 or so, came and signed up, hung out, spent some time, and got 5 gallons of wort from our brewery next door here, and they took that home and turned that into beer. And a couple weeks ago, they submitted bottles, and this past week we judged those bottles, and now we have a winner. And so the winner of our competition, the biggest prize up to this point, is that they get to come and brew their beer here at our downtown brewery with our downtown brewer, Zeke Logan, and his crew. And it goes on tap here at the pub, which is pretty cool. A couple years ago, we added a little more incentive where you get to, we submit that beer into the next year's GABF competition, the Great American Beer Festival out in Denver. And we fly them out so they get to participate in that as an incentive. And this year, we're upping it even further. I've got a little surprise I want to pull out. Look at that. This is the biggest rubber band ball you've ever seen. These are all the rubber bands from the submissions over the past probably 4 years. The winner is going to take this home with them today. So the way it worked was we judged, this year we had
150.
I can't remember the number, I'm sorry. We had 146, that sounds right, entries this year. We took them through 2 rounds that basically narrowed us down to 11. And in my hand I have those 11. We're going to read off the first 8 in just kind of a random order, and I'd like, if you're here, please come up. I've got a little prize for you, and certainly a handshake. No football bands, but and then the top 3 we'll announce when we get there. So without any delay, our first winner made an Imperial Stout, and his name is Ross Winter. Is Ross here by chance? It was an Imperial Stout with oak chips and soaked in bourbon. Really tasty beer. I'll say this year, the final table, all 11 of those beers were really nice beers. So I think the quality has gone up every year, it seems like. So I guess Ross is in here. Yeah, we go Ross. All right. Next up is Steve Morin. Steve made it down. He called his beer Downtown Funk, and it was a sour brown ale. Is Steve here? Steve, tell me you're here, please. All right. This could be a big gut, especially with the rubber band ball. Next is Kevin Kolk. Kevin made a kind of a fruity beer. I remember this beer being kind of crazy. It had ginger and hibiscus in it, I think. Yeah, hibiscus blossom. Yep, right here. All right, Kevin's here. All right. You're going to get extra hands just for coming. All right, next up we had a Belgian wit / American Pale Ale hybrid. It was Andy Akers. That was an interesting beer as well. Over here? Cool. And so these are the sheets that the brewers submitted. They've got a little bit of feedback on them. I'll be honest, some of the feedback is better than others. Some of them are kind of, we get volunteers. It's all Bell's employees that judge, but take it for what it's worth. It was, we did our best, I think. The next one is a good friend of ours, David Coho. Is Dave here? I haven't seen Dave. He's not here. He made this beer that I know there's black IPAs and things like that, but it was really light colored, but it tasted like a stout. I don't know how he did it. It was really interesting. So that was a really nice beer. Way to go, Dave. All right, next up is our first IPA at the final table, Dave Lyman. I saw Dave earlier. Dave is a former winner. Dave's been in the top, he won a couple years ago, and he's been in the top 3 several times, in the top table a few times, so he's obviously knows what he's doing. He makes good hoppy beers. Stephen Hardy, another IPA brewed with flaked wheat, flaked oats, and white wheat. Is Stephen Hardy here? All right. And our final runner-up, David Knoll, a grape ape saison. This was another interesting beer. It was a saison that you had grape juice to. Really tasty beer. That one was right up in our final 2 beers. He's not here either. So I'll be honest, the last few years I have emailed the winners to say, hey, you're in the final table. And so every year, as people have figured that out, they email me and they're like, oh, I didn't get an email from you, I must not have won. I don't do the email anymore, so if you're not here, it's wide open. Nobody knows that in the final table. So. All right, so now we're down to our final 3. Number 3 just kills me to give it to this guy because he's always up here. Jay, you know what to do this year. Jay's taken 3rd, 2nd, 3rd again. He's a bridesmaid. He makes some awesome beer. I voted for his beer, to be honest. He made a black IPA. It was delicious. Yeah. All right. 2nd place. We had a little a team on this one. Chad Hudson and Daryl Hudson. Chad's a good friend of ours. I saw him right here. There he is. So Chad almost got, oh yeah, what was your beer, Chad? It was a Belgian double IPA, right? He almost got knocked out because he turned it in these giant bottles that didn't fit the case boxes. It drove me nuts, but we got it in there. So. But Chad's a good friend of ours as well, and congratulations to all the runners-up. So now, I really hope this guy's here. I have no idea where he is. If he's not, I'm really going to be bummed. So, the winner of this year's Homebrew Competition and the rubber band ball, is Evan Monroe. Is Evan Monroe here? I saw a hand go up. No, that's not Evan. Evan made Evan made a saison, a hoppy saison that he added peaches to. It was super tasty. I mean, it was. I'm not like you tell me peach beer, and it doesn't sound like anything I'd want to drink, but really a solid beer, well made, and I look forward to tasting it once they get it brewed. It's going to be available. It probably won't be available until probably next fall because it's going to be for next year's GADF. So stick around. Hopefully we'll see you guys again next year for the competition. Anybody that entered, I do have all your feedback if you're interested. It tells you how you did. I'm going to put those up here. After today, we'll put them in the store. We're probably not going to put them in the store today because it's kind of nuts over there at the end. So thanks for coming, guys. Hope to see you again next year. I'm going to keep this over there, but